So quickly mentioning on that one, as we said, Fabrizio Romano did tweet, and massive thank you, Jen, as well, as he said, tweeted about Maka. Yeah, obviously we put the question out there for you this week, didn't we, on the previous shows? Could Maka be staying at Liverpool? Could he be leaving Liverpool? Would you give him a new contract? But Romano, Alexis McAllister's father, Carlos, my son will stay at Liverpool. Nice one, fella. We have not discussed any possibility of him leaving the club this summer. So obviously that was going from Win-Win All Sports as well. Obviously, fair credit to obviously Win-Win All Sports as well. Kev, positive.
Good news. We don't have to go into the shop unless Mac is already a good player when he's in top form.
Yeah.
And regardless of who's going to be playing in the midfield, if you said to me, and no offense to Trainioni or whatever like that, but if you said to me that we had a choice between Trainioni and Alexis McAllister right now to come off the bench, I'd be saying McAllister all day. So that's and obviously he can start in the positions as well because he has been a starter for us for years. But yeah, no, it's good news. That means we're a lot more comfortable now if Jones leaves, who was only a backup to kind of McAllister on the way anyway, and with the way things are going, we kind of nearly be okay with Gakpo leaving. That's just. I'd like to be kind of similar to what, because we've earned it in the way we've done it.
Yeah.
But I'd like to be similar to what City does, where we do have an abundance of players for these positions that are top quality players, and that we can just replace one top quality player with another because we've built it that way. City went out and bought him. Now I know for a period of time they went out and they bought their biggest player was like 54 million, but they had a lot of 54 million players. You know what I mean? So, and that's where all the numbers add up. So, if we've done that off merit, off earning, off winning leagues, off doing that, before we were able to spend all of this kind of money. So I'm happy that these guys stay around.
Yeah,
I have no problem with that. Competition is what makes it. I've said it. Our biggest mistake was not getting competition for Salah for the last couple of seasons, because I think it let us down in a couple of title wins by I love more, but sticking with more sometimes when it was just this. You see, you know what I mean. He was kind of turning inside, getting caught with the ball for the last 2 seasons or so. Great, second last season, but if we had more competition on that right hand side to come in, I just thought it would have elevated our game. We probably would have been involved in more titles over the last 3 seasons.
Yeah, that makes sense. And as Mark's alluded to there, though, Maka has to step up this season. 100%, he does.
Yeah.
He'll know that himself. Obviously, demands not just on Maka, but everyone that represents Liverpool will give it a bit of grace, especially if you are a younger player coming into the environment at Liverpool. But eventually,
you need to protect him as well, Jack.
Yeah.
He needs protecting because, Maka's been burnt out for the last 3 or 4 seasons, playing central defensive midfielder, playing, left attacking midfielder, sometimes playing right attacking midfielder. Because we were bare bones on a couple of players, or we had too many injuries. So he needs protecting as well. So I won't put it all on Maka. I don't think he's dropped off a cliff. I just think he was just overtired.
Yeah, nice one there, Mark. And I said, wishes walk away, buddy. I don't know what you mean by that.
Yeah, I don't know what wishes mean.
Please elaborate a bit more with regards to that, man. Mr. Inspector Clouseau there have to be there to try and break down that comment. So, yeah, big up there, Ozan. Who's the director of transfer? Yeah, it's still Ozan. It is still Richard Hughes. He's not got too long left on his contract, mate, but you'd expect him still to do a professional job. You represent Liverpool. Whatever, any area you represent Liverpool, you need to do the best job. Whether in the ground, out the ground, any, and especially sporting director. But yeah, we've got some players in. Could do with some more, then great. Thoughts on Maka and his step up? Yeah, 100%. Ismail says maybe Alexis needs her to play. Never know. The club sponsored a trip to Turkey. Don't know. It might have not even been Turkey, mate. Wherever he went anyway for that new haircut. I think he might need to send me the number. Oh, Maka. Yeah, I'll just enjoy my comb over for a couple more, hopefully, years. But yeah, chat as you know, I had a skinhead not too long ago on the stream, so here we go, a bit more easier as well. Kev, you don't have that issue, do you? Oh yeah.
I don't. No, I don't. Mine is a lot of people mistake. I think it's because I have a huge forehead, and that's just years. That's just years of bopping dopes. But it's but no, it's my haircut is a full Viking style, whatever you want to call it, haircut. But a lot of people, when they come on, especially on TikTok, they come on and they say, and I baldy, and I'm just like, my hair's longer than yours, you dope.
Yeah,
You know?
not quite the Homer Simpson with the 2-3
Yeah,
strands of hair, though. Oh,
no.
nice one there, Mark. Nice one, mate. As I said, yeah, we can wish, mate. Probably it could by the end of the transfer window, chat. I know we're just reporting the news as well, and that's what we're doing at the minute. We're wishing Liverpool can get some players in, mate. Mark,
Everybody thinks it's the end
yeah,
of the world because like the transfer window doesn't finish until the 1st of September. We still have a couple of, like the season. I know the season starts next week, but it's just natural to have players coming in at an end. Like, what's transfer deadline day? You know, people love it when it happens, but then all of a sudden they're complaining for the 2 weeks beforehand because, oh, where's the signings? Where are the signings? They might be waiting for deadline day. Let's give them something to watch. You know?
yeah. I think I'm
So,
planning a 12-hour live stream on deadline day anyway, chat. So hopefully that'll boost the watch hours through the roof. So that'll be good. We'll have to pitch your tents as well, everyone. So yeah, give us, as Neil said, give us Barcola. Like, go on, give us a. And Carl's. This isn't good for the new takeover at Liverpool. What's Carl chatting here? The Amazon delivery is late. No, hang on. My Amazon signings are. That was a good one, Carl. I'll give you that one, Carl. Nice one, bud.
yeah.
So we just tuned in. We just rewind. Maka, as Romano's reporting from, obviously, Romano's aggregating from the Win-Win All Sport as well in the Middle East on Maka with an interview from Maka's dad saying that his son will stay at Liverpool. So nice one there, Mr. McAllister. Obviously going on to the next, obviously PSG domino. Apologies, chap, but we've got to get the views, haven't we? Bit more talk on Barcola and that as well, chat. Romano reported this last night as well. Understands Paris Saint-Germain had new direct club-to-club contact today with Ajax. Mika Guts deal getting closer, negotiations progressing well, and the key stages after the exclusive story from 2 weeks, as me and you, Kev, did report on as well, mate. Chat, it's just a bit annoying. Hopefully these deals just get over the line. Is there a world for you, Kev and chat, if these lads do come into PSG? There's no way PSG is just in a stockpile order attacking talent, surely not. They need to make some room and free up wages and transfer funds, don't they? Or do they?
Well, not to let themselves get in trouble either. You know, they can't be do. I mean, that seems. It seems it'll go into like the unfairness kind of rule. You know, no, that's gone actually off the top of my head. When it comes to UEFA and even FIFA at that, and they have their own problems at the moment. FIFA with what's going on there. And you know, UEFA in fair dues to UEFA standing up and doing what, you know, to not sell out football to FIFA or not allow FIFA to sell out football. So delighted with that kind of news, what's going on recently. But yeah, these are dominoes to happen. You know, it's logistics. They want it in. They want to know that it's guaranteed coming in before they let the next one go. And you know, Liverpool should really take a leaf out of their book when we're doing kind of business like that as well. You know, just be stubborn a bit more, because we have good relationships with everybody, and I think that's the main thing with Liverpool. We really do have good relationships with other clubs when we do dealings with them, and it's very, very rare that these scenarios happen or don't happen. But if you go back 15, 16 years ago, Willian was coming to Liverpool. All of a sudden, he shows up at Chelsea. You know what I mean? And then, you know,
that was a transfer and a half, that one.
It was all happening, you know. And then, you know, Salah was going to come to us, and he shows up at Chelsea, and Spurs were doing the same stuff as Chelsea, and just like selling London. Because if I don't know if you guys remember that well, from like 2004 onwards, to like 2015, yeah. From 2004 to like 2015, all it was the London club selling London as a city to players, and they were going there, you know. So the same with Sanchez to Arsenal. He was meant to come to Liverpool, and you know, and at the time he ended up at Arsenal because of it. So yeah, it was the lower Liverpool, but that's not the case anymore. You know, Liverpool have a great setup now with and a relationship with most clubs, and especially with a lot of agents, especially. And we were a bit sour back in the day around with Jose Mourinho, with George Mendes and stuff like that, because he was a bit aggressive in his dealings and stuff. But you know, he's kind of he's kind of the go-to guy now if you want to be an agent to do it. So he's kind of, I think he was aggressive in a way that he wanted to see the transfer market going as an agent himself, and I think he got like 70% of the way he likes doing transfers, and that's why he became so successful as an agent. So yeah, all good.
Yeah, I was just chuckling there, chat, and Kev. I was just trying to think. Was it Berbatov as well? And yeah, it's just madness, like.
All money, all London, all money.
Yeah, so there we go. Just Seldom Crosby Beach coming to Liverpool, mate. Yeah, you got the Iron Men up to that. But James has said just pivot to Gotst. Half the price as Barcola. Could that be an option? Great question by Jay. That's what he would do. Would you do that, Kev? If PSG start taking,
that's what I've been screaming for the last 6 weeks. every show we've been on, I've been shouting, just if Barcola's acting whatever he's acting, go and get Guts and another guy for the same price, for the same money. I say, because I love Guts. I love Mika Guts. I think he's a fantastic player. I think he can play anywhere across that front three. In the zone, he can play left attacking with left wing. Centrally as a number 10 pivot, and then over to the right. He can play them all. I think he's a fantastic player. I think PSG are getting a good player there, and I think they're doing well with the money wise because they're buying him out of Holland. And as good as the Dutch teams can be when they're in Europe, it's still a small league, so you're kind of able to take the talent for a lot cheaper out of that league, because investing the money in there is great, because a lot of them are fan-run clubs anyway. So.
Yeah, obviously, I think Nigel was just saying there, well done for the Irish FA withdrawing their support to Infantino. I'm just surprised that there's anyone.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, I'm a bit nice one for joining this. I'm just, if you're a footballing fella or woman that you love football, anyone in FIFA, just do the right thing that everyone's saying. Just withdraw your support from them and hopefully appoint someone that is better. Surely can't be any worse, but I think we all said that after Blatter left FIFA, and then we got Infantino, and then Darth Vader might turn up, or Palpatine a bit later anyway, so you never know.
That meeting was the funniest thing. Do you remember that when they were in what's your man's name? Is the UEFA or the FIFA guy?
Through
the money. Yeah. You know, I mean, that was just showcasing exactly what's going on there. You know, so yeah.
So there we go. So, chat. So, if you're just tuning in, just rewind if you've missed the bits, the beginning of the podcast as well, chat.
Grab a charger there, Jack. Give me 1 second.
Good lad. Obviously, just quickly mentioning that one as well. I know we just covered that, but just to round off there. Romano as well, over the last 24 hours. Paris Saint-Germain set to go all in on the market after winning another Super Cup last night. My new bid anticipates for Mika Guts to get the deal done. For Ajax, Ferran Torres, as we've just announced there, with his updated tweet. So yeah, there we go. And then just quickly on that one, Sasha Tavaleri, aggregated by LFC Transfer Room. Paris Saint-Germain and Ajax are advancing this Thursday on discussions related to the permanent transfer of Mika Guts as well, chat. And as Kev said, and as you've already alluded to tonight as well, if PSG just start taking the absolute mickey anymore, then Liverpool just go, yeah, Mika Guts, do you want to maybe be a bit more of a senior role in Liverpool as well? But yeah, depends. If he's got his heart set on PSG, then fair enough, but would be interesting to throw our hat into the ring.
Saying that for weeks, yeah. For weeks.
Yeah, so 100% that. And just quickly touching on, where is that one? So there we go. So with regards to this one as chat, reports coming out with the last 24 hours, obviously aggregated by LFC Transfer Room again. They're reporting from Sport. Liverpool are one of the clubs interested in Hector Fort, obviously the 20-year-old Spanish fullback. Barcelona apparently wants, reported from Mundo Deportivo, 15 to 20 million euros for Hector Fort. Kev, as we were saying before we come on here, mate, probably both of us haven't watched too much, but we've just had a little look in terms of the positions. Obviously was at Elche last season, featured 17 times. Elche didn't get relegated from La Liga as well, but as you can see, he's played obviously for Barcelona the year before last anyway, 20 appearances for them. And obviously Barca Athletic is their second team. So Right. Again, a right back, right wing option for Liverpool, mate. I know we've already spoke about. I know chat spoke quite heavily about Jed Spence, and we spoke about it yesterday. Obviously, Liverpool strangely didn't go in for him, but maybe this could be deployed that if he's available and being a Spanish lad's a full-back, someone that will communicate a lot more probably effectively with and maybe fit the style of play that Andoni wants. Because let's not forget, Jeremy Frimpong was brought in under a different manager. Conor Bradley's been there with Klopp, Slot, and he's going to be there with obviously Andoni as well. Might just want a new full-back in.
Yeah, look, cover is cover. That's probably the one position that we're mostly worried about with regards cover-wise, because Conor Bradley's been slightly injury-prone even before that big injury the last couple of seasons, and Jeremy Frimpong is injury-prone. Yeah, in a way. So to get somebody in there is good. He can play left and right. I think mostly, I think I remember saying to you, he plays right back, but he can also play like left wing, which is nuts. So it's a strange one. Kind of like what Salah did on the right, really, with the opposite leg. But yeah, look, cover is cover, man. We do have Calvin Ramsey and all that, and there's no way these guys are not getting opportunities. But I think that covers it. If he doesn't trust Ramsey, we don't know this. We just want Ramsey to do well. But if he doesn't trust him and he wants to bring somebody in, then well and good. These positions need cover anyway. Araujo is one that's there that can do it, but I think we just need more depth now. I think this is all about depth rather than full cover. And whether it's a deal, it's a loan deal, is it?
No, just permanent, possibly 15 to 20 million.
Yeah, 15. Yeah, 15. I'd say if it's around 15, just grab them up. You know, bit of talent there. You can't do any wrong. I mean, we got Endo. Was he worth the 20 million when we paid him at the time? Yeah.
It's the thing, though, as we said this week, though, mate, and we spoke to the chat, Ramsey, not good enough. I'm going to be honest. Yeah. We need, as I said, as much as we love the players, but you've got to be harsh in terms, and that's what the job of a sporting director is there for. He's not there to be your mate. He's there to win trophies and help Liverpool be successful. They're probably lovely lads, Endo and Ramsey, but if Liverpool want to be having aspirations, and we know we all do, there just needs to be a lot more better decision making from the lads at the top to just go, lads. Yeah, we'll do our best to get you the best loan, the best move possible if you want to go, but it's just not, frankly, going to be working at the minute because, as we know, Ramsey is going to be, obviously, he makes up one of those spots for the foreign places as well, obviously Scottish. So if he was to go, it'd free up another option for possibly him coming in if Gakpo leaves as well, mate. But again, options, as you said, Kev, it's important that if Ramsey is departing, then we bring at least a new Spanish lad in that, let's not forget, though, Kev, it's Barca's academy. How many players have they produced over the last 20, 30 years?
They have a good mindset, man. It's just, even look at Araujo, he just had his own mental kind of issues and he wants to just kind of do it fresh, So somebody, but that academy just produces, even the basic players would be good enough for any team outside the top 6 in the Premier League. So if you can take one of those and develop them on further, and they suit the English game more than they suit the Spanish game, then maybe. And yeah, you're right about Ramsey. Like I'm a stickler for trying to give lads that are already there an opportunity, but yeah, he hasn't been good enough. And it's the same with Costas, and on the other side. So just that can come in and do the business. Then so be it. But I'm still thinking that Frimpong is more of a cover now for right wing than he is a full right back or considered right back. I think that'll be my opinion. But I've been saying it for years that Trent should have replaced, the minute Hendo left, Trent should have replaced Hendo in midfield. And then got in another right back because he could cover right back perfectly, as well as playing ahead, just like Damo does really in Damo's role now. Yeah,
and hopefully coming to the season, as we said already this week as well, chat to use. We don't want to have. I personally don't want to be seeing Liverpool playing Jones if he is to stay any longer this season, and Dominic Szoboszlai right back. Play a right back, please. Can we just stop this notion? Like, what are we trying to do? It just alleviate having a right back there alleviates so much more. It frees us up in the middle. It allows Dom to be playing the 6, 8, 10, even in some games. It's just it's not ideal for squad planning. And so Ramsey, go out and go back to Scotland, play regular first team football, hopefully get another big move in the future as well. And that lad just needs to be playing football. But sadly, it's not going to be at Liverpool. And similar with some other lads, we're going to be speaking about James McConnell as well. But the club's reportedly interested in Hector Force as well. Inter obviously have lost Dumfries to Real Madrid. Everton have lost the Seamus Coleman for 20 grand or whatever it was. Fulham, I think they just lost Tete as well. I think he was in the squad for Monaco when I watched the friendly. If it was the right Tete anyway, I know his name got read out anyway. But obviously Liverpool have lost Trent. Joe Gomez is injured again 1 year. So yeah, get him in. I say, as I said, I know people throw a load of names out with the Barca's academy that haven't worked, but just imagine if he is one of those next players again. Let's not forget Fabinho was in Real Madrid's academy. He didn't quite work out before and he turned out to be a tremendous defensive midfielder. He played right back at the time, and he could play a variety of positions. So hopefully, as I said, not seen too much of him, but let's be honest, Barca's academy has produced some of the greatest ever footballers on this footballing planet as well. So if he's available for 15, 20 million, then I say I'd rather go and try and get him, and if we can free up some funds with regards to Ramsey's wages and a little bit of transfer fee, you're not going to get more than probably 2-3 million for Ramsey. I'll be very surprised if Richard Hughes gets any more than that, but if he does, then sound great. So Chats,
because I mean, none of those on that list will, like, if he's choosing anybody, he's choosing Liverpool, you know. So it's
certainly not the Ev, innit? But I don't know.
Matthias came in with a bit of news there about Gakpo as well.
Oh yeah, sorry about that. Nice one. He's just smashing it in the comments. Aristo, as I say, everyone, not intentional. If I am missing your comments, absolute legends. As I said, massive thank you, Aristo. Thank you very much, bud. I know you've been putting a loads of super chats in over the last couple of weeks as well, mate. So thank you very much. Big up there, bud. Hope you're well. And someone mentioned where's Bradley, mate. Brazzy as well. Yeah, he's going to be another 6-12 months, I'd say, coming back to full fitness.
Bradley?
Yeah.
I thought he was 5 or 6 weeks away.
But I'm not hanging my hat on that mess. We said that same. Hopefully he comes back to full fitness quicker, but again, I've just coming into this new season. But as you said, Kev, hopefully he comes back a bit. But I'm saying until he's back up to full fitness, Connor, I'd say another 6, 7, 8 weeks, because it was a big injury, wasn't it? Or do you think different, Kev, for that?
No, I just saying if the way, because there was a break, wasn't it? It wasn't more of a muscle thing. It was more of a break in there as well. So if he's after getting the surgery to reset it, he just needs to make sure it's solid. Now he needs to start gaining minutes. Yeah, I agree. Like I don't even see anything from him till at least minimum October. But you know, even at that, we do need that cover on the right back. I thought that was a Araujo, but you know, if it's deemed that we need more there, then so be it. I like to see the club acting positively instead of just cautiously. So it's good to see if it happens.
Yeah, and let's not forget as well, though, Kev, we were close last year. I know a lot can change when you change a manager, but Liverpool were in the market for Gertrude last January. So whether coming into this window, obviously a lot of the talk is on, rightfully so, about wingers and possibly another midfielder. But yeah, just on that one, it looks like he's going to Ajax. I think that'd be a good move for Gertrude, really. They're interested in a loan. But yeah, I doubt Liverpool may. Yeah, I think a lot of that deal was hinged last summer, in the January window, of Arne Slot having a big preference. Obviously, previous Feyenoord player, wasn't he? I think he was anyway. So yeah. And just one on this one as well, chat. Massive thank you to everyone that did mention in the comments. This was just announced just before we come on air as well. And chat, do let us know if there's been a fresh update. If we are live. So Tottenham formally expressed interest in Cody Gakpo to Liverpool, and that is reported from Juiced Blahoof. as well. Apologies on the pronunciation, mate. Obviously, that has been aggregated by Anything Liverpool. So, formally expressed interest. We've just, through the grapevines over the last couple of weeks and months, as fan speculation, but if the intermediaries at Tottenham now have expressed a bit more of a more concrete effort for Cody Gakpo, mate, that can, as we said today, the dominoes, if you do get an extra boost of £70 million, obviously you're not getting it straight away, but in the financial purse strings of Liverpool, certainly helps the transfer budget, doesn't it?
Oh yeah, absolutely. I mean that just brings down our SEO goings by a lot, So, but obviously you can't go anywhere for less than, let's say, £67 million. I'd say he's around the 75 million euro winger, in my opinion. So, because I mean, if you're rating him, or spending over 100 million on Bradley Barcola, for a goal scoring winger like Gakpo, because let's call it a spade. If he's getting the ball towards the back post, he's scoring it for the most chances. It's just that Salah didn't do that for him enough last season. But if you're looking for a winger that goes to the byline, he's not the guy that you want. He's the guy that he plays almost like a second striker, really, off that left hand side, and comes in and gets you goals. But a lot of goals he can get, and he's got a great eye. He's got a great eye for where he needs to be in position wise. And all of that, and he's done really, really well at Liverpool, Gakpo. But it's just he's not what the fans crave on that left hand side, which is somebody to take on the left hand side and that right hand side, like Salah did for years, and not keep cutting back onto the right foot, doing the same thing every weekend. Yeah.
And as we said, I remember when we done the announcement video a couple of years ago on the channel, mate, over the PSV. Obviously, PSV Eindhoven captain, wasn't he? At a young age, and obviously I think he won a couple of Eredivisie titles over there, and a couple of trophies as well. And he's come to Liverpool and he's won the Premier League. I felt we could have seen a better performance from him, but again, it's not just on Cody; it's the whole team collective. Yeah. It's so difficult for any footballer, and of course, if you are Cody or any Liverpool player, similar when Salah had his drop off, he was probably saying to his teammates, "Can you start chipping in, lads, please?" Yeah. And just sadly, but at the end of the day, if he is to go to Tottenham, Kev, and I think if Liverpool can get a lot of the reported fees going round is about 70 to 80 odd million pounds. Savinho, Savinho, the City winger's being linked with Tottenham as well. So whether they get both of them, I tell you, if Tottenham went out and got both of them, then those Beyonce concerts are doing absolute bits for them, aren't they? And the NFL as well. So we need more Taylor Swift concerts, not for me, but for the football club transfers as well for Liverpool. But can Taylor Swift play left wing? I don't know. But, she might do a job.
Talking about a dark horse this season for where they're going to be. I think, especially with De Zerbi as manager, he's similar to Areola in a way, and how he conducts himself. So I just think it's going to be about the football, less about the drama, less about the ownership, less about the fans. De Zerbi will just get him to a point where he'll disconnect the team from the fans until they start playing well, and then force them into the fans to say, no, take your plaudits and all like that, but just please ignore everything that's going on a while until it gets you playing in a certain way. But yeah, no, I think that there's an opportunity there for Spurs to kind of start breaking back into the top six at least, and do well there. I think one of the teams that may be in trouble this season out of that top six is probably City. Out of all of them, I think they're losing a lot of the players, and they're getting one or two, but they've lost key fellas in the dressing room, like Bernardo Silva and that. So they're going to have issues, and Reinders is apparently not happy there. So, and he's only just after arriving, isn't he? So they're in a bit of a. I think at the moment they're probably in more of a transition than we are nearly, for the positions that they need. Which I don't know what's going to happen with Phil Foden there. Is there?
I love Foden as a player. He's just dropped off the last two seasons, and he wasn't too long ago that he played. Was it Player of the Year in the Premier League? But it's just you do see that with players, and I think everyone thought when obviously Bernardo's left, David Silva left as well. I think everyone, and even Kevin De Bruyne, when those lads left City, I think everyone And you think the amount of trophies he won, even at the age of 22, 23 as well. I think he's got like 5, 6 Premier League titles, hasn't he? He's been there for everything. But yeah, it's hopefully for him.
When you think of it this way, if you think of it logically, City now haven't won a title for about 3 seasons.
Yeah,
so it's coming up to that, and even though it's been different winners, like as in Liverpool and Arsenal, like it's just you always have it in the back of your mind. Oh, yeah, but City win it, and they probably win it every second year. But no, it's not to that point. No, it's every third year, and it's and they're about to start hitting transitional moments now as well themselves. So it's an ideal opportunity for the likes of us and Chelsea and Spurs to capitalise on these positions now. United are going to do United things. To say, I watched them last night in bit parts, while the other game was going on because I could do multi-screen thing, and I was watching them away. But they've got a good build-up play to them, United. So it's one to watch there. And Wayne has been very good from the season. So far in the pre-season, but I still think we're a better side than them.
We just need to absolutely batter them in both of them. We want. It's always an enjoyment. Liverpool's only highlight for the majority of us was that win against the Ev. Those lads across. Well, it's not across Stanley Park now. To cross the bloody River Mersey, nearly by the looks of it. Well, a lot of the Everton fans are travelling across the River Mersey anyway. So,
they travel further away from home. They were always on about being the team that was the home team in the area and all that. Now they have to travel further away from the stadium that they were at.
It's a joke if any Everton fans are watching. It's a joke. I don't say it's too serious. So that's Ozan. I bet you shake it off. I think Liverpool need to shake it off last season's performance last year anyway. But so chat, as I said, Cody Gakpo, Tottenham by the looks of it, getting reports this evening. Have formally expressed their interest. I think we've had the last couple of weeks, we've had us as fans, as Tottenham fans speculating, and some journalists just speaking about the situation as well. But if Cody, and as me and Kev said this week to use, as we've all discussed, if Liverpool are actively going to sell Gakpo, then your best hope Liverpool Football Club better be bringing in at least 2 more wingers, obviously Barcola and hopefully a possible other one as well, because unless there's a huge resurgence of the old Federico Chiesa into the football club, then again...
I love, you know me, Jack, with Chiesa.
We've been saying this for the last 2 seasons.
Yeah, I'd love it if his knees just got back together and just said, "Hey, let's do this for 3 or 4 seasons," and did it away. But I think we've a lot going on there on the wings now. So when Barcola comes in, even if Mbaye doesn't come in, because I mean, you're looking at, we have Munoz, we have Rio, we'll have Barcola, we'll have Chiesa, we'll have which I don't think he'll stay around longer, but. And actually, Frimpong would be probably classed in among those kind of things there. So you're talking about 6 wingers as it is there that can play in that position. So we're kind of okay, but I still would rather a really top talent on that right hand side to do something, unless we're planning on playing and really converting Rio over there or really converting Munoz over there, because he is both feet. Yeah. So that's the good thing about Munoz, is that he can play left and right foot. So he's not better without, probably his right foot is slightly better, but he's not better with both. He's like myself. I can play football with both feet. I can shoot with both feet. I can take free kicks with both feet. So, but they don't pay me the big bucks, do they? No.
As Sam said there, we're going to finish 6th. Fair enough, mate. I think a lot of Liverpool fans would agree with you, buds. Especially we don't do any more transfer activity. But he's going to say this season, the media's saying that we're signing 1 more apart from Barcola. Gakpo, the only cover we've got for Isaac at the moment. Naoni to step up for Jones when he leaves the squad week as well. So we're just going, all of us as fans, we've seen Liverpool. Obviously, the window where we brought in Isaac and Vert was amazing. But yeah, there's certainly still holes in this Liverpool side. And as we said yesterday, buds, I don't know if you watched yesterday's pod. If you've not watched it, go and check it out, mate. We mentioned, obviously, that you've just got a plan for every scenario, haven't you? Make sure that we've got that squad depth, whether that be your second or third choice player. Of course, injuries happen as well, don't they, in football? But it's just about having those contingencies in place as well. Put my teeth back in.
That's what I say. Harry Hill, is it?
Yeah, Stevens
or the Weavens. I don't know what he says. Yeah.
So yeah, there we go, Sam. Yeah, spot on comment, mate. I think a lot would agree, and I mean, Kev certainly do agree with you. But
I'm positive. I still think every season I'm going to think, especially when we have a squad that's as good as this. Maybe not the full depth, but I still think we're capable of running that title right down to the wire. But at least to the last 9 games or so. So we'll see. But sixth, I don't think we finish sixth.